Hi everybody, I'm Butch Stearns. Welcome back to our conversation about marketing to moms. We've talked about the mom marketplace. We've talked about creating content, whether you're a brand trying to reach moms or whether you're a mom trying to connect with brands. Now let's talk about all the different channels that you can use, or if you're a brand that you can use to reach moms, because we all know that moms are on the go more than anybody else, and they're usually juggling kids on each hip. They're juggling all kinds of messaging that they're doing. Here's a couple of statistics. Maria Bailey with us once again. 75% of moms send photos of product from their wireless device to someone outside a store. 12% of all e-commerce involving a mom comes from a wireless device. So while we're learning, Maria, that when it comes to marketing, it's all about mobile these days. With moms especially, it's about mobile.
And can you imagine those stores that A, don't have internet access in their stores, or B, could be so antiquated to have a sign that says, "We do not allow your cell phone to be used in our store"? Can you imagine the sales that they're losing? I mean, it makes me cringe every time I see one of those signs.
Well,
but yes, mobile is something that's important to moms. You know, we talk about channeling out our conversation with her through content. Definitely mobile apps is something that companies need to be thinking about if they're not already in that space. And you know, you think to yourself, well, why do I need an app? You know, I think about it as just another way to have a conversation with a mom. And it might not be, you know, sale type of conversation. It might be just the conversation that I'm here as a brand when you need me.
Well, talk about an app that you use specifically, because when I think of mobile app, I think of moms. I mean, it's made for moms.
Yeah, you know, the average mom has 31 apps on her wireless device. 31. Now, the reality is she only uses 5 on a daily basis, but yeah, 31. The one that I use most often, besides the College Finder, only because my kids are looking for colleges right now, is myfitnesspal.com. And in the mom's world, it's a very popular app. I love it because as an athlete, I can track what I'm eating every day, and I know how many calories I'm consuming. And I always have my cell phone with me. I always have my iPhone. Even in a restaurant, I tend to have it on the table. So what MyFitnessPal has done is given me the opportunity to have almost a daily relationship with them in logging in what I'm eating at every meal.
Let's finish up this part of the conversation as we're talking about different channels they can use. We all know that you need to be, again, if you're a mom trying to reach a brand or the other way around, you need to be on Facebook. You need to be on YouTube. You need to take all your content and use it cross-platforms. But when it comes specifically to moms, you have a very specific website that you pointed out to me that I didn't know about called Pinterest, which is really interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people always ask me, you know, what's the next thing? What's the next hot thing that we need to get into? And this is a website that really is like a bulletin board where you just pin up everything that you see that you like on the internet. And think about it like a bulletin board of Twitter. So all of your followers will see if there's a recipe you've made or a pair of shoes that you found that you liked. And I really, every day, I'm getting more and more followers on Pinterest, and more people are joining. And I think it's going to be the next place where you're going to want to be. And what's interesting about it is I'm also seeing a younger generation of moms really adopting this technology very, very quickly.
Interesting. I feel like I brought them into my kitchen, and it's the front of my refrigerator. Pinterest
it does.
That's what it looks like. Talking with Maria Bailey, we're talking about marketing to moms. We've talked about the marketplace. We've talked about creating content, how to do it if you're a brand or if you're a mom. We've talked about the different channels. Specifically, we're going to talk about Facebook coming up in the next part of our conversation. Why? Because moms are the fastest growing group on Facebook. We'll talk about that and more coming up. Thanks for being a part of this conversation.